how to do this makeup thing I did. You will learn. Alright, have fun. A tutorial on how I do my makeup for Homestuck cosplaying, because I'm a little bit obsessed with two things, Homestuck and cosplay. I can do a quick run through of the stuff you'll need, or what I use. This is important. This is my gray. My face paint. It's Aquacolor Kryolan. You can get basically any brand of face paint at facepaint.com, and it ships really fast. For me, probably get it in like a week. It's great. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo. Goes on very light. It's water-based, so it works kind of like watercolor. So you'll want to have like a little bit of water, or just go to your sink. I'm filming this in my room, and I don't have a sink in my room. But yeah, you'll want to have water and a makeup sponge. I actually bought a palette of Kryolan, which has like a bunch of different colors, and it's a mess because I haven't cleaned it since last time I used it. So it comes with a bunch of different colors if you just want to try them out. Very useful, expensive, but useful nonetheless. I like to have baby powder to seal my makeup after I apply all of it, so it doesn't rub off as easily. That's important. But eyebrow pencils, lip liner, I'll use both of those for the eyes and lips. I'm sorry. I'm not much of a makeup person, but I'm doing a makeup tutorial. I'm sorry for this. So I have like a green, and a gray, silver, and a black. So I'll be using those. Also have some mascara, which I don't really like, but I'll use anyway. And then I made some, you know that crayon lipstick tutorial thing? I made some yellow and some green, so I might use that. Not, maybe on my lips. I don't know. A lot of times I just kind of go with it. But I'm going to actually use a paintbrush and splatter freckles on me. But I'll be cosplaying Nepeta today. So I already did like a coat on my neck and my arms a little bit. And I don't really care much about those. I just want to make sure my face is awesome. I don't have much hair, so it doesn't really matter for me, but I'll put it on anyway. It's nice to have a wig cap thing to keep your hair out of your face so you can do your makeup without hair in your face. So yeah, got that going on. Your Kryolan, and you got, looks like this, and a makeup sponge. You want to make sure that makeup sponge is wet, not like soaking wet, so get it wet, damp, and you're going to want to just collect some of that on there, and it's like watercolor, so if you don't have it in watercolor, you just get water. You have to have water to do this, and pick some of that up. And you can do like strokes at first. I'm going to have like this mirror right here, so I can tell what I'm doing, but you can do strokes at first if you want. So you just want to do like base coat. Also make sure this is wet, because if it's not wet, you're not going to be picking up any of the makeup, and it's just going to be hard for you. One thing about this is it's best to do one color and not like try and blend with a darker gray, just because whenever this dries, it becomes a little darker, and so it's lighter when it's wet. So it's whenever you start using like a different color on top of it that's a little darker, it's hard to tell what is dark and what is light. So yeah, getting that gray. And after like I get a base coat, I usually do more dabbing than I do like stroking, because if you do lots of stroking, then it'll be limy, and with dabbing it will just kind of look soft and not limy. Eyelid. You can also use a makeup brush to get like around your eyes. I actually had a makeup brush, I don't know where it is, but I'm just doing this way, and this is why I want to use mascara afterwards, because my eyelashes are going to be getting a little gray. If you get some in your eye, no worries, I'm pretty sure it's fine, because it hasn't hurt me yet. And at this point, start looking like the Baby's First Ice Cream chick, but don't be afraid, it will look better. It will look better, I promise. This is your first coat. This is your base. So you gotta have your base of gray, and then you'll start doing all the cool additions to it. Get your ears. Don't forget your ears, girl. Poor boy. I don't judge. Makeup's for everyone, if you want to use it. I actually don't like makeup, as far as wearing it in general, not for cosplay. For cosplay, I'll basically do anything. I don't like dresses, but in cosplay, sure, I'll wear a dress. So basically, I'm just dabbing, trying to get all those pink spots. Cover as much of your face as possible. Touch some of this up. As you can see, like, it's lighter whenever you put it on over the darker stuff that's already dry. So it might look splotchy, but when it dries, it'll be great, I promise. As long as you've got, like, a good amount on there, then it will be fine. This would be much easier with a brush. Much easier! And I'm just going to go and do my lips. I might end up wiping some of this off. But fun cleaning out your ears after this. But no, this stuff actually comes off pretty easily compared to any other face paint I've used. Since it's water-based, it comes off with water and soap and water. That's all you really need. I also use Maron, or I've used it before. It's a thicker face paint, and it takes a little more work to get it off, but it also comes off pretty easily compared to oil-based paints like Ben Nye and stuff. And I am a perfectionist, so pardon me if this is taking long time. But yeah, if you look at it, it's definitely weird looking. I also do contouring, but I'm not going to do contouring because I'm lazy, so if you want to do contouring, go ahead. But now I'm going to start doing the more fun sort of stuff. This palette comes with a lot of different colors. This one, it has a pretty good olive green. If you look at that, it's like almost the same color. It also has a darker green, so I'll probably use both of those. And I'm just going to use my same brush, or my same sponge, and get a little bit of green on that. And I like to do sort of like a blush thing. So just dabbing some green where the cheeks are. So I just like a little bit of green on the cheeks. Not that much, because when you blush, your face doesn't turn like freaking red, so don't overdo that. And I like a little bit on the nose too. I think it's cute. And I need to touch up a little bit of my gray already, but it's okay. And you need water for this too. Still Kryolan. So it helps if you don't neglect the water. Just a green tint is nice. I think it goes a long way. And I actually like a little more green on my nose, just a little bit, because she's, like, Nepeta in particular, she's a cat girl thing, troll. So, I don't know, I think a little bit of green on the nose, kind of giving it like a cat thing. It's pretty cute. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna lighten up whenever you do add more. So it will fade. It looks splotchy, but it'll look better once it dries. If you do freckles, I'm gonna be using this palette. It has a little tray on the top. So I'm gonna be mixing this olive sort of green with a little darker green and adding water to that to make like just a sort of dark green color. Mix between that. Alright, and I'm gonna make sure I have water. My brush is saturated. And basically I'm gonna flick myself in the face, like flick the brush at my face where I want the freckles. You just want the water to flick on your face from the brush. And getting some of those. Get more water. Flick where you want yellow freckles at. Need more water, need more water. Ah, that's a lot of freckles. And sometimes it'll be a little overboard. But it definitely takes practice. And one thing about this method I really like is that if you do it right, it's sort of random. So it's like, they're not just dots on your face that look like you obviously extra them on. If you need a reference of some freckles, then go ahead, just look up a reference for freckles. References are life. If you don't use references, then I don't know how you do it. You're amazing. No shame in using a reference ever. Because everyone who's anyone uses references. Right, I'm going to actually use my brush and just touch up a little of this area because it's got too much green. I did the paintbrush with too much water on it. Too much paint. Too close to my face. Too much freckle. Speaking of references, you are going to want a reference for whatever character you're doing. I always use a reference. I actually have a folder for all of my cosplay references, so I can look at them basically every time I cosplay, because if I don't look at them, then I end up making a big mistake, and I'm really angry at myself. So we got our cute little Nepeta right here. And so if you look at those pretty A's, I'm going to do the eyes next. Most trolls do, they have a darker ring under their eye, because their eyes are a little more sunken in. Maybe because Carcat doesn't let anyone sleep, but also I think it's just a troll thing, where their eyes are a little more sunken. So I'm going to use some of my black Kryolan and a little bit of gray Kryolan, mix that, because black and gray make dark gray. And I'm just gonna, I could be doing this with my actual makeup, but I want to use a Kryolan just because. And this is just gonna be like, I'll probably do more with makeup in a minute, but I just want to give it that sunken in sort of ness. Darker. Getting rid of the spots I missed. And I'm just gonna I suppose. Again, I'm going to be doing more with that in a second, with not actual face paint. So we got that. I'm going to use some of this silver dark gray just to go around a little more. It helps if you let your eyes dry a little bit before doing this. I usually like to look at their eyes and see where it's darkest and where it's lightest, and try and make it thick where the eyelashes are, or kind of do like a winged thing on the edges. I do need some actual eyeliner. This is not the best. Alright, I'm going to go back. I'm going to actually try and use my brush to do some eyelinery stuff, because that's actually probably going to be working better. Yeah, it works a lot better. I actually need to tone down some of this gray around my eye. Now that it's doing its thing, I'm realizing that it's a little too dark. You don't know how dark it is until it's dried. Lighten up some of this stuff. Well, at least I'm looking less and less like the baby's first ice cream chick. Alrighty. So, for now, I'm going to be done mostly with that. Also, if you're doing makeup, mostly the rule is to put your contacts in before doing your makeup. Because if you do, if you try to put them in with all this gray all over your face, you have to touch your face to sort of open your eye to get the contact in. And it's not fun. It really isn't. Just put your contacts in first. Unless they're like the white kind that blur your vision, then you're not going to be able to see what you're doing. Then you're probably going to have to put them in after you do your makeup, and it's going to be fun for that. So good luck with that, because I know how that is. Alright, so we're going to move on to lips, because I like her little kitty mouth. Oh, look how cute that is. I'm going to use my black cherry lip liner pencil, just black. And I actually also have some black lipstick, so I might be using that. I actually like to do my Nepeta lips a little different. Like, a lot of people just do black lipstick. But I'm going to do a kitty mouth, and then a darker gray, maybe a little bit of green on the bottom lip. So yeah, going to get our little cat mouth thing down the middle. Just doing a light sketch on my lips. And I'm not going to do my entire top lip. I'm going to be doing like half of it almost. So I'm going to go down. So this little part right here, I didn't go all the way up. I went like down, because if you look at how cat lips go, or Nepetas, I don't know, it's kind of like, so you want to have it go down and not cover your entire lip. I'm going to do a little bit of a curl upwards on the edges, because it's a cat mouth. Meow. Try and make the sides look even as possible. Just a little bit on the underside, being careful not to go actually on top of your lip where you avoided. Looking good. Alright, so now for my bottom lip, I am going to probably put some more gray. Where is my makeup sponge? There it is. Some more gray. Maybe a little bit of green actually with my makeup. But if you have, like, did make some crayon lipstick stuff, then you can actually use that too for your lips and also your blush. Or you can actually, like, use green blush stuff. That works too. I want a dark gray, but not a black. If it's black, you won't be able to tell your cute little cat mouth lip from your bottom lip, and it won't look as good, in my opinion. So, because Trolls' lips are canonically black, but they also said that they can be darker black. So I'm just like, so they're gray? They're dark gray, basically. So I like to have my troll lips gray, but, I don't know, black also. But if they're not specifically like, oh, I put lipstick on my lips, then I usually just do them dark gray instead of all the way black. Meow. I'm just going to add some green up here now that this is a little more dry. Just because I want to. Cute, cute, cute. Might actually lighten up my bottom lip because it's a little too dark for me. A little bit of that green in the lips. Let that gray dry. Dry. Alright, while that's dry, I'm going to do my eyebrows. Yay, eyebrows. And And eyebrows are fun. Whenever you do gray, it helps a little bit. But, my friend taught me this trick. I'm not going to do it today. But you basically do, like, Elmer's glue stick, like, over your eyebrows. And it'll basically make them not stick up. It'll make it easier to go over your eyebrows. And especially if you use, like, concealer and then, or gray paint, it covers them up pretty easily. So, I'm not going to do that today. But I'm going to draw on my eyebrows. And Homestuck characters, they have eyebrows, but their sprites do not. So if you want a reference for their eyebrows, you can get them. But they're usually all very similar, just kind of lines. So I like to take my own headcanon into consideration for that character. I want Nepeta to have small but thick eyebrows. So like, thicker but not very long. Eyebrows have been achieved. Alright. A lot of touching up here and there. And it takes a while. The last convention I went to, I had to get myself and 2 other people ready in the morning. And it wasn't fun. So much work. It really is. Basically, whenever you're happy with your makeup, you can do a coat of baby powder. I usually have like a little bowl and put a little bit in there. I already have some in here, so I didn't really squirt that much in there. And I have a makeup sort of blush sponge thing. And just do a light powdering. I'm so unsure it doesn't come off. At this stage, it really should be dry though. And Kryolan doesn't really rub off as easily as other makeups, which is really great. And just kind of pat your face. Rub off any excess baby powder. Maybe put a little more eyebrow on. One more small thing. I forget it a lot, but mascara, because your eyelashes are probably gray. And yeah, it must look pretty bad to any of you actual makeup people out there, but this is how I do my makeup, and yeah, there are still some places I need to touch up to, but hey, do what you can. See what it looks like with a full cosplay on, eh? I really like how it looks with just my normal hair, too. Now brush on. And... Hey, Nepeta! It always looks better with the wig on. And any hair at all. But yeah, yay! We did it! It took an hour. But it won't be an hour for you, because I'm going to edit things. Yeah. Oh! I can't believe this. I almost forgot. Forget the teeth. I mean, hey! Alright, bye! See you later!
Basically.
Hope you enjoyed the video. But if you didn't, just go back in time, okay? Oh, T.O.D.W.
I know, bro. Thinking of Doctor
Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you like to say like and subscribe, you know.